Are we live? Hello, everyone. Welcome to our office, the Green Nurse Apothecary Energy Healing Center for Frequency Friday. Here we are, energy therapies. Okay, we love to talk about energy, light, information, bio, psychosocial, spiritual healing. So energy therapies aim to create a state of balance, of health, of peace, and that energetic homeostasis that we actually talk about when we're talking about the endocannabinoid system. We're going to talk about homeostasis or balance among all of our organ systems. And one of the things that we've learned as nurses is that, especially as in cannabis nursing, and now that we're involving more energy therapies into what we're offering patients, is healing is not the absence of illness or disease. Okay, healing is the emergence of new patterns of thought, behavior, physiology that dissolves the limitation and decreases suffering and improves quality of life. Just let that sink in. It's so cool. It's such a different way of taking care of people and a different way of looking at things. So there are many different types of energy healing modalities that exist today. And today we're going to demonstrate and discuss HEALY frequencies. As nurses, we are obligated to share information if we feel that it could help you, help patients, help your loved ones, and to improve their quality of life. So that's why we're doing this live demonstration today, to give you an example of HEALY. I'm just going to touch a little bit on it, and then I'm going to let Denise go over it a little bit more, and then we're going to talk about how it helped us this week, and we're going to give you an example. So HEALY is a microcurrent medical device that was developed in Germany. It's patented and FDA cleared as a Class 1 medical device for relief of acute, chronic, and arthritis pain, muscle soreness, and migraine, as well as for the supportive treatment of depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorders. So there's two parts to it. We're going to talk about resonance in just a minute. So there's two different types of HEALY frequencies, and the ones that we're going to experience is the one from resonance. So HEALY uses individualized frequencies to help balance our mind, our body, and to relieve stress. What it's doing, it's regenerating at the cellular level, bringing the body back to homeostasis, or back to that quantum wellness and what we call bioenergetic balance. So one last plug for us. So we offer these sessions at the Green Nurse, and we've all been wearing them. I've got mine right here. We've all been wearing these devices and using them on our friends and family, and we've had remarkable results. So the combination, what we have found here as Green Nurse, is the combination of cannabis, HEALY frequencies, and all of the other tools that nourish the endocannabinoid system has completely 100% been instrumental in keeping our health challenges in check and helping us with some unexpected ailments that tend to pop up. So I'm here with my cannabis nurse colleagues, Denise Costello, Carrie Lee Lure, and Michelle Morris she is in the hospitals working in the traditional system. So we've all been using HEALY frequencies for the biopsychosocial spiritual healing during the pandemic and into this year. So ladies, I'm going to let you all take over because I know you have some incredible information to share and also to share your stories, and I'll pipe in a little bit. So let's all say hello to Green Nurse Carrie Lee and Green Nurse Denise.
Hi.
Hello.
Denise, you introduced me to this machine, so I'm going to let you.
Okay. Well, Sherry, I love how, you brought up the point. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Green Nurse, but I'm a holistic nurse too. We all are holistic nurses because we know that it's more than just one thing, that keeps you into health and balance. And it's a combination, and we're ultimately always nourishing that endocannabinoid system, by exercise and movement, vitamin D, getting outside, having omega-3s, and having cannabinoids, CBD into our system, either, through plant-based, ways, or meditation and yoga, where we're stimulating our own anandamide bliss molecule. So all of these things support our endocannabinoid system. And we can tend to, that system is running like in the background. It's like the conductor over all 11 organ systems. So we want to make sure that that's working. The other part of our bodies is our energetic body, our bioenergetic field. We are made of energy. Everything is energy around us. And we tend to focus on the meat and bones, the how we're eating and how we're moving, which is all good. That comes into play. But there's this other untappable source of healing within our bodies, and that is energy. And that is why the Healy is so incredibly remarkable. And there's a couple reasons why I love it, because kind of just like we're stimulating that endocannabinoid system in the background, we're doing the same thing with this microcurrent. It's infusing the microcurrent frequency from the quantum sensor into our cells, right at the cellular level. And you can see how easy. I'll just plop that in my pocket and I'm wearing it all day and it's working on me all day long. You don't have to lay on a mat and get hooked up, and which used to be, and they still do in a lot of physicians' offices. They were using it a lot for muscular regeneration. Athletes were using it. And now look, Carrie's got her little cute doggy. We can eat.
He's constantly by me when I'm running it. He wants the Healy energy as well. So.
Of course, animals, they're tapped in. They're not in their head. They're not saying, "Oh, this doesn't make sense. I don't get this." Show me the studies, which there are tons of studies. This
like cannabis.
Yeah, just like cannabis, same thing. They know. They're intuitive. They feel it. They feel it. And there's a lot of parts of our health, in healing that are sometimes hard to get to. Sometimes it's those psychological blockages. When you were talking, Sherry, about what this can do in our body, I look at it as a major block releaser. When we think of acupuncture and we're working with the meridians, that's unleashing that energy in our body that can get blocked, either physically, mentally, just by an illness that's going on, whatever. So I love the simplicity of this device. It is working in the background, and it's not only working on the physical, it's working on the emotional and the mental, and being able to release those things so that you are more connected to the energy. You're even more connected to spirit, as well. So there's typically kind of two sides, I would say, of the Healy. There's two ways that it works. One of them, as I just explained to you, is the actual physical microcurrent frequency. So there is certain frequencies that our body, when we have different things going on, that it's resonating, that it's looking for. And this device is able to analyze what you have going on and then recommend the frequencies that are what your body is requiring at that moment. So there's that application, which is fabulous. I don't know if anybody wants to jump in on, I know, Sherry, you had an amazing experience, and Carrie, too, that was using it more on the microcurrent end of it, where you had a result that was really helpful. I don't know if you want to pop in now and talk about
I had a couple really great, I always have great experiences with the Healy, but this week I've been struggling with brain fog and concentration issues, and just really being able to remain present and focused. And so something that kept popping up on my scans all week is learning programs, acute learning. Right now I'm running learning acute. I ran acute concentration this morning because I'm like trying to wake up and get ready to come and join the masses here, right?
that's a good one.
Another thing that's been really cool too, and we touched on this in our Healy Hive meeting earlier the week, was with Mercury retrograde, I also had protection programs popping up, and planets. There's you have your protection programs, and then you have sub programs underneath the main ones, and one of those was planets. So I've been running that sucker all week, and it's just like, whew, I know all of us out there that are sensitive, like empath and HSP, we are feeling that energy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
so I really like that. I like that it touches on so many different
Yeah.
processes. It's
I know.
amazing.
And it's funny, protection was popping up all week for me too. And it was planets. And it was like, well, yeah, we're in Mercury retrograde. And, you think about just even all of the other, magnetic vibrations, these things that are really, damaging, to our bodies. It's like this accumulation of things. It's not just one thing. It's like all of these things that are kind of like wearing us down, wearing us down, wearing us down. And the protection program is like, being able to help us with that. And I just noticed so much energy, and it makes sense because this is working at the cellular level. It's raising your ATP. ATP is a little powerhouse.
Yes.
It is. So Denise, just explain really quickly about how our cells vibrate at a certain frequency, just so people can understand that, because this is, especially when we're talking about like even the endocannabinoid system, we talk about how cannabinoids work at a cellular level. Well, now think about energy, vibration, and frequency working at a cellular level to heal in a different way. And this has been researched and substantiated. So Denise, tell us about the cells.
This is so exciting. This is what hooked me into it, coming from the clinical perspective, So when we are born, when we are young, we have a voltage level of 70, our cells. And what that does is that energy affects the cell membrane and how things are flowing in and out, right? And so as we age or when we get ill, that voltage, think of a battery. You're just like, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, so think about it too, right? When we want to increase the voltage, we want to elevate,
amp it.
We want to bring it higher.
Higher. We want to amp it. I want my voltage. I'm turning 60, so I want my voltage to be. I want to be like a baby. You know what I mean? I want to be 70. I want to feel like a young person. And so that I will say that is like one of the major benefits. It raises the voltage in your cellular, space. So then the membranes are more pliable. They're able to flow with the energy. And like I was mentioning with the ATP goes up 500%.
Wow.
500%. Are you kidding me? That's insane. And it was interesting. I've started back to doing some strength training, and my trainer was like, I can't believe how quickly you're responding. He goes, your upper body strength, because I have to keep adding the weights. I've never seen anything like it. I go, oh, you're just saying that, to make me feel good. He goes, no, I'm serious. He goes, what are you doing? And it's like, this is what I'm doing. I'm wearing.
That's what you're doing. I want people to have a little sample.
My recovery, my muscles aren't sore. So the combination in CBD helps with that as well.
Yeah.
So the two marrying, into that is really fabulous. And so that is just, so you have that whole side of it. And did I miss something with the cells, Sherry? I'm blanking.
No, you totally didn't miss it.
That was the main point, and I hope that made sense to you all. But
so here's a quick another example too. And we talk about cell replication, cells get birthed. They go through a life cycle. The endocannabinoid system is the on-off switch and tells our body when to replicate and when not to replicate. So the more you can nourish that system, the healthier your cells are going to be. So just imagine if you had a device that's going to feed and even nourish those cells even more. I'm not going to lie. It sounds crazy, but I don't even care. I'm going to tell you because I've experienced it. Laying there using this when I'm literally, I put myself on vacation. I put these things on.
I love that, on vacation.
And then I put this thing on.
I love it.
Here I am.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Creating a healing oasis.
I call it going on vacation. And when I'm laying there creating this experience for myself, it just sounds weird, but I don't even care. I feel like my cells are being filled up. Like I feel this vibrational feeling, and I'm not high. I'm truly feeding my body these different types of energies through sound healing, which is energy healing, through the HEALY vibration, through meditation, through visualization, creating that space of grace.
I love that space of grace.
Space of
Love
grace.
that.
Ooh.
There you go. There's a new hashtag, the space of grace.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
There you go. Here's mine.
So
I was just gonna say, I think that's one of my favorite parts is when one of the programs ends on the pink dot and it plays this little music, this little song, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm feeling really good. Thank you.
It's the little happy dance. I'm feeling
happy dance. I'm all down for happy dances. So what do we got?
Happy. We need to group happy. Let's bring in.
Yes, let's do some group vibes.
We're creating, right, a sacred space of grace with Healy. And Denise, you're going to plug everyone in right now, right? We're going to plug the room in.
I need to get my thing.
What she's going to do, this is so cool. So we have the capability of programming whoever watches this. Okay, that sounds absolutely absurd. Completely like out there, but I'm telling you,
it's the coolest thing. This is actually how I first experienced Healy. Was one of the informational webinars, which we'll be bringing up our informational webinar that's coming up on Monday. But that's how I first experienced was the distance, and I was blown away. Just the physical sensations that I was experiencing. It was like, no way. I mean, hooked. Curious.
So here's what I want you guys to think of. So starting right now, whoever's joining in now, we're programming this room. We're programming whoever is watching this. So whenever you come in or you bring someone in, it doesn't matter. You're going to get the energy, love, light, information, frequencies, and vibration as to what you need whenever you show up to the space. That is what is so cool, is because energy goes where attention flows, and so we want to bring you all you guys some good vibes. So Denise, so you're plugging in. So she goes to the app.
And what's really cool is as we said, energy is in everything. So we can plug in people, places, bank account. I started plugging in husband and I as a couple.
What? Bank accounts? Yes. Did you say bank accounts too?
Bank account. I haven't done the bank account. I need to do that. That's
all right. So we're going to do the room. Let's do the room. Let's get everyone.
Let's do the room.
We're doing the room. And so you just plug it in, and then I am going to, maybe Carrie, why don't you tell us about or Sherry, tell us about one of your experiences while I'm plugging this in.
All right, I'll go with one this week. Oh God, I'm not gonna lie. I woke up.
This is a big one.
Sunday into Monday morning. I'll just disclose it. I don't care. With a raging urinary tract infection. It was fucking horrible. And I wasn't, I didn't have sex. That's for sure. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's because I'm getting older. It could have been because I was dehydrated. Who knows? Anyways, I woke up in so much pain, and I knew I needed to get to the doctor because I know that antibiotics is what I needed, because that's what makes it go away. However, the pain was so bad that I didn't think I was going to be able to sit here for the morning show. So I scanned myself, and immediately what came up was pain, protection, gold, bioenergetic system. Those were the big ones. And then mental, because what goes for me is when I start to not feel well, I go down that rabbit hole of, oh my God, you're getting sick again. So this is the whole story I create in my head about what's going on. Oh my God, this is going to happen. Spiral. So the Healy actually stopped that. I wasn't completely pain-free, but I was able to function. I was able to sit in front of the camera. I was able to do a show. And then it helped me to be able to get to the doctors to get what I needed. So the combination of traditional care plus the cannabinoids plus my little machine is helping me. I know it. How do I know? I know it with a capital K because I'm experiencing it. And so that's my truth. So what about you, Carrie Lee?
Uh-oh, she's frozen.
She's frozen. All right. She'll be back. She'll be back.
What I'm doing right now is I'm holding the Healy device, and I don't know if you can see this little wave. It's recording our vibration. And so we have a record of our vibration, and anybody who taps into this video and wants to receive us, the vibration is recorded. And what that means is, you know, we all carry our own vibration. We all kind of have our own little vibrational thumbprint. And so this group has its own vibrational thumbprint. Oh, that's what I did. And I'm going to do, what should we do? Should I do, what do you guys want to do? Should we do all Healy program, or do you want to do a, an aura?
Let's do, I'm thinking, you know what, let's do it all, for people that don't know what auras are. We'll go with, well, you know what, next Friday we'll do auras. We'll do auras next Friday, because we can explain what an aura is. We can explain
I agree.
what an aura is. So we're going to scan what are the 5 top programs that you need with whoever's watching right now and later. Whatever you need, we're going to scan the room right now for the energy of the people that are watching now and those potential people that may be watching later on.
Right. I found it fascinating. I was doing a session on somebody yesterday who was interested in the Healy. And we were doing it through messenger video. So I could see her face and everything. And I'm doing it. And all of a sudden, her face just started turning red, like blushing in that moment. And she's like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so feeling this. And we were doing the chakra. She goes, I'm feeling it here in her solar plexus. She was feeling it everywhere that it was like low.
Wow.
It was like happening right before my eyes. It was the coolest.
So cool.
Okay. So here's what came up. So when we talk about scanning all the programs, there are, oh my goodness, they keep adding how many programs. There are so many different areas in your health. And when we say the programs that it's looking at, so, you know, we're looking at bioenergetic, sleep, pain, fitness, and then Healy Gold is the foundational group of programs that was developed by Dr. Nino, who is out of Portugal. He is one of the co-founders of the Healy device. And he was known around the world as the doctor you went to when nothing else worked. He had hundreds, I think 7 different energy clinics in the area of Portugal. And he had this innate ability to understand what frequency vibrations were needed for those particular patients. And so he developed his gold programs, like his best of his best. And those are like foundational. If you just did the gold programs alone, you would be pretty much set. And usually we all start with that. So it doesn't surprise me that the first one that came up, the one that was the highest resonance, was the gold program.
There you go.
Here for us. So that is really fascinating. And it was at 70%. So in addition to the Healy analyzing and deciding, what are the top ones you need, it will also give you like the degree, like, so anything over like 50% is something you want to vibrate on, or you want to pay attention to. And here we go. We've got Healy Gold. The foundational one is at 70%. I think that's so cool. The second one was bioenergetic balance. The third one was sleep. I know who kicked that one in. That was probably me. That was up
me too.
Last night. Oh my goodness. Pain and Healy fitness. So again, so what we're going to do, everybody, if you want to just like put yourself in a beautiful position.
I'm gonna try to put some background music on.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You know, let's get our mind and let's just be open to receive. Like, what is possible for me today? And I'm going to do this we're going to run this you can run it for different bouts of time I'll do it for like 2.5 minutes. So we're going to have a 2.5 minute yummy session. Okay.
All right, let me just see if I can find a good one.
Yeah, that was a little jazzed.
Yeah. Let me just see if there's anything.
That's okay.
What do you think? Yay or nay?
I would just turn it down. It's like
It's really loud. Okay, hold on a second.
quality isn't.
The quality isn't that great.
No, unfortunately, I have to say I'm kind of a stickler about it.
No, then we're gonna stop with that.
Really irritating. Well, let's just be quiet. Let's just like listen to our breath. Let's just put our hand.
All right.
It's Friday, we're excited, but it's kind of rattly. It's like we're trying to wrap things up, right? And so let's just take a nice, slow, deep breath. We'll just do 3 and notice even just the feeling of your hand on your skin, like how comforting that is. And I'm going to start us now.
So for those that you are just joining in, we're just closing our eyes and experiencing the vibrational frequencies of Healy.
You can see this is like blinking. When it blinks, that's when it's going.
And in this moment of silence, feel the healing vibration and frequencies of Healy.
And if you don't feel a physical sensation, that's okay. Doesn't mean that it's not working. Just have the knowing, the awareness that it is giving your body what it needs in this moment. Fifteen more seconds. Oh, baby, that was nice.
Thank you, Green Nurse Denise.
Ah, how easy was that, right? Just 2 minutes. That's all it took. 2 minutes to like shift the energy, to shift, the calm, just to bring that calm and that presence and just like kind of feeling a power, you know, just that
Yes.
calm, steady, like, I got this.
I got this.
I'm feeling very supported.
Very supported. And
Me
what is a
too.
miracle? What is a true miracle? A true miracle is a change of perception, that aha moment when it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
He at least brought me a lot of miracles. I don't know about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
So what about our Monday night? What about our Monday night informational? We're going to dive a little bit deeper into the science and some of the other programs and
Right, right. Thanks for bringing that up. Yes, Monday will be a little more like if you are somebody who likes to kind of dig into the science and maybe likes to see a diagram and more of a visual, we'll be doing that on Monday. We'll all be there, and bring somebody along with you. You know, bring somebody along that, you know, maybe is struggling, that has pain, that is kind of out of sorts, or is a healthcare worker, you know, somebody that you care for and that you love, that is a giver. You know, they're doing, and maybe they're not able to, or they just aren't taking the time, you know, to heal themselves. Somebody that you really love and care for, bring them along, you know.
educators, teachers out there,
Education,
bring them along.
Moms,
teachers,
dads,
mothers, everybody,
moms, dads, teachers, healers, doctors.
Nursing students. Let's not forget about the nursing students. Remember what it was like in nursing programs, ladies? Nursing students, come and join us.
Come play with us. Come play.
Yes, we'll
with
give you
us.
some
Come play.
acute learning program vibes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And what's really even exciting too is there is an opportunity, you know, for you to have this healing for yourself. And there is a really nice promotion going on now that the company is offering, which is huge, like unbelievable. So if you're thinking about this, now would be the time. Come learn about it, feel it, experience it, ask as many questions as you want, you know, because this would be the time to pull the trigger. If you're ever going to pull the trigger on something like this, you really want to do something for you. And it's not just for you. You can use this for the whole entire family, because remember, you have the power not only to heal yourself, but to send that healing energy, regardless if you believe in it or not. It'll do the work for you. You can send that to your child who's struggling maybe in college right now. So many of our children, our young adults, are really struggling with anxiety and depression and just having a difficult time. You know, they may not buy into this, but you can send it along, you know.
Yeah.
Send it
Well,
to
here's the thing too. You got to look at it this, Denise. You know, it's taken a long time for people to buy into cannabis. So
right.
think about this. Energy healing has been around forever.
Mhm.
And it's still been taking, just like cannabis has. And
Right.
it's taken people a long time to get on the bus.
Right.
But now we know with the capital K, because of our experience and the experiences of the people that we love and the experiences of the patients that we work with. So that's why we're here. We want you to feel this. We want you to know this. We want you to understand this.
Yeah.
And, you know, we truly care and love you all. So that's why we're doing this. You know, we did this morning.
We don't like people to suffer.
No, we don't.
That's why we became nurses. We are heart people. We're empaths. We do not like to see people suffer. And when you know of something that's really easy, you're like, yeah, you want to pass it on, because not only, you know, it helps you or them, but if you feel good, you're shining too. So, you know, the whole world is shining, and we all need that too, right?
And it's okay to feel good.
It's okay to feel
Okay
good.
to feel good.
Yes.
No
It's
guilt around feeling good. How crazy is that? I'm just going to tell a story, right? When you're so sick and suffering, and then you start to feel good, and you're like, whoa, because it's a different feeling. I've had patients get scared. They're like,
yeah,
this is weird. I'm not used to feeling good. And people get anxious.
right.
Yeah.
Just go with the flow. Let the energy carry you.
Yeah. It's trust.
Flow with it.
Flow, have trust, you know, just be open and receptive, and you'll find out It's a lot more fun to operate in life that way. You know, being your Pollyannish, but you know, if you want change, you need to make a choice. So you can make a choice through what you're thinking about, how you're eating, what you're putting into your body, what you're doing. So if you are coming from like, it's hogwash, I don't, whatever, like this is or I'm afraid, or whatever you need, to do to kind of, if you need information or whatever, that's going to get you more into a receptive space, do it, but it's your choice. You can stay where you're at, or if you want to change, open up a little bit, try some new things, have a little fun, hang with your green nurses. We know we know what it's all about, man.
We know what it's all about. It is. And Denise, what is it all about? And Carrie Lee, what is it all about?
Living your best life, baby. So we can be good for other people around us, right?
Yep. So we're going to be doing Frequency Fridays to bring you information, some more hugs and nugs of cannabinoid education and energy healing with Healy. And then join us on Monday night. We're going to repost the link to the event. It's free. You all can come and learn some science behind Healy a little bit more in detail and experience the frequencies. All right, everyone, have a fabulous, fun, fantastic Friday. Thank you for joining us, for raising and elevating, humanity by being open to receiving these frequencies.
Yes.
Anyways, we are signing off, and have a fabulous day. And it is about living.
Bye.